Boom, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes. You know, if you've been looking at the quarterback tier list, you may have noticed there's one up here for him. And when I say him, I am referring to him. He is by far the best quarterback in the league, and it's not close. I mean, it's not close. He is number one by far. The gap between him and number two, which is Josh Allen, is probably bigger than the gap between Josh Allen and Tua. He is, as a matter of fact, let's just add just like a gap there, just because there's a gap between him and everyone else. Backup Carson Wentz. It's a damn good backup. Pacheco, pretty good. You know, hard runner. He does. I mean, he's not like the most incredible running back you'll ever see, but he does what they need him to do. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, he's getting like phased out more and more every year. I don't. To be honest with you, he's probably out of the league in 3 or 4 years. And Keontae Ingram, was he on the Saints? I feel like he was on the Saints. No, he was on the Cardinals for a little bit. Rashee Rice has gotten in a lot of trouble, but looks like he's been out of trouble for like a month now. You know, he had a very good rookie season. You know, he's going to build on that. He's Patrick Mahomes' number one target. Receiving-wise, Kelsey is. They bring in Marquise Brown, who has had some very good years in his career. And I think this is an upgrade. I mean, this isn't hurting the Chiefs to bring him in. This is a upgrade over what their receiving corps from last year. Drafted Xavier Worthy in the first round. Fastest 40-yard dash ever. I think they don't even really need him to be great. Really, they only need him to replace what's like MVS or Kadarius Toney. Well, Kadarius Toney's still on the team, but they really only need him to replace what MVS was doing, and he'll do that and a lot more. Justin Watson, again, solid receiver for them. Really, probably wouldn't be in the league if he wasn't on the Chiefs, because this is a pretty bad receiving room. Kadarius Toney, who had that incredible punt return in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. And, you know, he drops the ball all the time, and I don't really know what he brings to the table. Mecole Hardman is kind of like, okay, so think of Tyreek Hill and then a light version of Tyreek Hill. Now that player is, and take that player and bring a light version of him, and that's Mecole Hardman. So he's like a light version of Tyreek Hill. They kind of use him in similar ways, but it's just he's not on the field a ton. But when he is on the field, they use him in a similar role to what Tyreek Hill was used in for them. Sky Moore isn't very good. Again, drops a ton of passes. They took him in the second round a couple years ago, and, you know, he's not really good. Other receivers, Justin Ross, he was either Clemson or LSU. Cornell Powell, I think, was also Clemson or LSU. Clemson. Montrell Washington is a name that I recognize, but I cannot tell you anything about him. Travis Kelce, getting older, but he is still one of, if not the best in the league. Noah Gray, solid receiver too. They use a lot of 2 receiver sets, even a lot of 3 receiver sets. So Irv Smith Jr., bringing him in isn't horrible. they probably use the most, like, 3 tight end sets I've seen. Wanya Morris, to be with you, don't know who that is. A third-round pick last year. To be with you, I could really care less who else is surrounding this team. Joe Thuney's fine. Creed Humphrey, probably one of the best, if not the best, center in the league. Trey Smith, up and down last year. Same with Jawan Taylor, up and down. Let me just say this. I don't care if he had 6 Kadarius Tonys at receiver. I don't care if he had 5 Jamon Browns blocking for him. I don't care if he had O.J. Howard as his tight end. I don't care if he had Wayne Gallman as his starting running back. Random Wayne Gallman stray. I know, but I don't care who he has on his team. I'm still not betting against Patrick Mahomes very often. Karlaftis is just getting better and better every year. He is going to be good for a while in the league. This guy, he went to Kansas State. Yes. Looks like he didn't do a ton last year, but young guy. Derek Nottie, another solid play. He has to he gets to play alongside Chris Jones, which obviously takes a lot of the attention away. Chris Jones, and now that Aaron Donald is retired, he is the best defensive tackle in the league. Mike Donna, be real with you, not sure who that is. They have Omenihu, which I do know who that is. Drew Tranquill, Notre Dame product. He is solid. Nick Bolton is very good. Honestly, in that Super Bowl against the Eagles, he should have had 2 touchdowns. There was Miles Sanders' fumble that was ruled incomplete, but really it was a fumble, and he returned it for a touchdown. And he should have been Super Bowl MVP if they called that play as a fumble, because that would have been his 2nd touchdown of the game. Real talk, he had a real case for Super Bowl MVP if that call gets made. Secondary is not, like, incredible. Trent McDuffie is very good, but Justin Reed's average, but no one else really stands out. I really do think that if Trent McDuffie doesn't have the playoff run that he had, that they pick L'Jarius Sneed over him to keep. But that's not what happened. Trent McDuffie had an incredible playoff run, and he is now here. Harrison Butker, said a lot of stuff that, I don't agree with off the field, but on the field, he is a great kicker. Matt Araiza, I'm not really going to say anything about him. Tony returning punts, which is really the only thing he can do. And, this is I don't even care if the rest of the team isn't good. I mean, it is, but they have Patrick Mahomes, so I'm going to say the team's good anyway. And we'll just hop right into the record here. Week 1 against the Ravens, a rematch from the AFC Championship. Give me the Chiefs. Week 2 against the Bengals. Give me the Chiefs. Against the Falcons, easy Chiefs win. Against the Chargers, Chiefs win. Against the Saints, Chiefs win. Against the 49ers, give me the 49ers in this one, because I don't think the Chiefs are going to go undefeated, and I need to find a loss somewhere in there, and that's a game that they could lose. Raiders, give me the Chiefs. Buccaneers, give me the Chiefs. Panthers, give me the Chiefs. Raiders, give me the Chiefs. Again, I can't have them at 16-1. Probably split it there for the Chargers, but give me them against the Browns. Give me them against the Texans. And give me them against the Steelers. This isn't a particularly hard schedule. And, I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes. What did you think was going to happen?